Hello everyone, I'm Guido Grinbaum and I'm starting Module 16 of this Microcredentials course. We are entering a new phase of digital learning, a stage where artificial intelligence stops being just a tool and becomes a companion in learning and educational management. Microcredentials were the first step. They made the invisible visible, gave value to modular learning, and now AI takes this to the next level, understanding, predicting, and personalizing each person's learning. Until now, most educational programs were designed the same for everyone. Same content, same duration, same assessments. Artificial intelligence allows us to change that paradigm. For the first time, we can adapt learning to each student's pace, style, and goals, while at the same time linking that learning to the real demands of the job market. That's what we call smart and connected education. Let's imagine a student completes a microcredential in data analysis. AI analyzes that information, compares it with their learning history, and identifies gaps with the most in-demand professional profiles. In seconds, the next credential needed to reach a certain job position can emerge, and learning becomes guided by evidence, not intuition. This new model transforms the role of the university. It stops being just a place where teaching happens and becomes an intelligent system of continuous support. AI connects microcredentials, interprets their value, and creates competency maps that automatically update curricula. Learning stops being linear and becomes a dynamic, personalized flow. Today, there are three areas where AI is already directly impacting the world of microcredentials. Skill mapping, identifying specific skills within academic content. Skill matching, connecting those skills with real job opportunities, and skill forecasting, predicting which competencies will be most in demand in the future. The university that understands these three processes will lead the next decade in education. Skill mapping is fundamental. Until recently, courses were described in generic terms: digital marketing, project management, effective communication. But AI can analyze the content and extract precise skills. For example, SEO keyword research, agile scrum, storytelling. In this way, microcredentials become granular and understandable for companies. Then comes skill matching. AI compares a student's skills with millions of job postings on platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, or Glassdoor. It identifies matches, gaps, and the shortest paths to close those gaps. This completely changes career guidance. It's no longer about job searching, but about aligning credentials with employability. Finally, skill forecasting predicts the future. Based on large volumes of data, academic publications, market reports, tech trends, and technology, AI projects with emerging skills will be critical in the next 3 to 5 years. For example, in 2025, the global demand for AI literacy, data ethics, and prompt engineering grows by more than 400%. The university that starts teaching this today will be the one training the professionals of tomorrow. AI also improves the way microcredentials are designed. Previously, creating a batch involved manual work, drafting competencies, defining criteria, assigning metadata. Today, AI tools can automatically suggest the most suitable skills, adjust taxonomy to international standards, and validate the wording according to the UNESCO or One EdTech framework. This speeds up and professionalizes academic design. Another major application is in assessment. AI systems can analyze assignments, projects, or portfolios to detect real evidence of learning. This doesn't replace the teacher's perspective, but rather complements it with objective analysis and traceability. Credentials are no longer issued based on trust, but are now issued based on evidence. In the administrative field, AI automates complex processes: issuing, verifying, validating, and reporting impact. It can identify anomalies, prevent fraud, and optimize workflows between academic platforms, human resources systems, and employers. In other words, AI makes educational management more transparent and efficient. There is also a major cultural shift underway. For years, education resisted using data technologies out of fear of dehumanizing teaching. But AI does not dehumanize, it personalizes, allowing each student to be recognized as an individual with their own pace, interests, and unique goals. That is the true meaning of educational innovation. For universities, the key will be to form teams capable of interpreting the data. It's not enough to have dashboards or algorithms. We need educational data curators who can translate information into academic decisions. And that requires new institutional competencies: data ethics, educational analytics, and adaptive curriculum design. AI can also serve as an invisible mentor for teachers. It can suggest basic pedagogical strategies based on previous results, propose supplementary resources, and detect patterns of student demotivation. Teachers do not lose their prominence; instead, they gain a digital extension of their intelligence. In terms of employability, AI makes it possible to build skills passports. Each student will have their learning history and career path in a verifiable digital format. Employers will be able to instantly match job requirements with the candidate's verified microcredentials. This will reduce bias, increase transparency, and improve labor mobility. But this power also demands responsibility. AI can amplify inequalities if used unethically. That is why every implementation must be based on clear principles: transparency, fairness, and human oversight. Education should not be driven by algorithms, but empowered by them. In the coming years, we will see three major convergences: AI plus blockchain, smart credentials with traceability; AI plus HR tech, direct integration between universities and companies; AI plus analytics, systems that learn from results to design programs. These convergences will create a new educational model, self-adaptive and predictive. Let's imagine this: a university where every credential issued automatically feeds a system that measures impact, predicts demand, and suggests curricular improvements. A learning ecosystem that learns as it teaches. That is institutional intelligence, and that will be the standard for the world's most advanced universities. For students, the benefit will be enormous. They will no longer have to guess what to study, they will know exactly which skills bring them closer to their goals. And the universities that adopt AI will be able to offer personalized pathways to employability, with credentials that evolve alongside the student. In short, AI doesn't just change how we teach, but why we teach. It shifts the focus from transmitting knowledge to developing relevant and verifiable competencies. And that redefines the value of microcredentials as a tool for connecting education and work. The university of the future will be hybrid, digital, and conscious. And at its core will be the combination of two forces: human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Together, they will make possible the dream of continuous, inclusive, evidence-based education. The future is no longer taught, it is learned with AI. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed and learned from this module. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you soon.